that's where we are. We don't think that Mrs. Charamba, the police should have mentioned our names. We're not criminals at all. And all we've been trying to do is to assert the rights of Zimbabweans to a clean, fair, legitimate election. We also want to express our heartfelt condolences to the families that lost their beloved ones in the violence that took place yesterday. That left 3 of our comrades dead. We know the pain of losing loved ones, but that should never have happened. It's against our laws, the deployment of the army on an unarmed civilian population using automatic machine guns. It's just ridiculous. It's just crazy. It's just unacceptable that an army can just go wild and start unleashing violence on an unarmed civilian population. We hope that there is calm. We hope that peace and restraint will prevail in our country, because we do not believe that lives should be lost under any circumstances and for any reason whatsoever. So we condemn the violence that took place yesterday. We condemn in unreserved terms the deployment of the military. We are now looking forward to the formal announcement of the results this evening, and we hope that it will be a result that is consistent with the people's aspirations. You know that Zimbabweans have suffered for a long time, for 38 years. There's a crisis of unemployment. 95% of our people are unemployed. So they have hope, they have expectation, they're looking forward to transformation, to prosperity, to opportunities, to equality. And we hope that we will not have a result that is inconsistent with the people's expectations. And I appeal to the merchants of chaos, to the bishops of chaos, to desist from doing anything that affects the lives of our people, the liberty of our people, the freedoms of our people, such as what happened yesterday. So I want to thank you very much, Leader Bondo. If you can say something. Can you get the microphone?
Okay, thank you. As for me, I'm just happy that the police have cleared us that we are not fugitives. Because what Cherry Charamba have done, he didn't even call us, but he just went on TV and started saying we are looking for these guys, but without even calling us that, hey, you are wanted by the police. And we've realized that truly it was just a political statement. That is why we always say these people are biased when they are working with a political party, when they were doing political work. As for now, we just want to let the nation know that we, the MDC Alliance, we are just like doves. We are peace loving. We are peace ambassadors. We really condemn violence, and we are not violent at all. And that violence that we witnessed yesterday, we know the cause. Because who caused that violence, and we know it is the state. Thank you.
Thank you, Leader Bondo.
Thank you very much. If there are any questions, we'll take around the questions.
In those discussions with the Zimbabwe police, did they indicate at all why, in the first place, Charity Charamba had said that they were looking for you, you were a wanted man? And second of all, don't you believe that you're addressing members of your party outside your headquarters was not insightful, given the political climate in Zimbabwe, okay? Given the history of violent elections, by your also announcing that the MDC Alliance had won the elections, don't you believe that your conduct was insightful?
Well, firstly, when the lawyers went to the law and order, they advised me that there was a sense of bewilderment. It didn't appear that they were the originators of the source of allegations or complaints against us. So they didn't know where the complaint was coming from, which is reflective of the interference of our due processes by people outside the police. The police have a constitutional duty, but it was self-evident to our lawyers that whatever the complaint was coming from, it wasn't coming from the police itself. That is why I used the word, an expression of bewilderment. I want to come to your second question and say that, the victims are the people of Zimbabwe in this matter. The victims is the MDC Alliance. The victims are the comrades that lost their lives yesterday. The victims are the hundreds of people that were beaten up by the military yesterday. We've been victims for 38 years. So many of our people have died. This is not the first time. We lost 30,000 people during Kukurawundi between 1982 and 1987. In the runoff election of June 2008, we lost hundreds of our comrades. So we are the victims. We are the victims here. So the attempt to insinuate that the assertion, the legitimate assertion by the MDC Alliance, that based on the collection of its own data, which is legitimate. Remember, when an election takes place, results are posted outside. They're called V11 forms. So the election is already announced. So the assertion by the MDC Alliance that based on our own figures, our own statistics provided by ZEC itself, Nelson Chamisa is the president, is not an illegitimate claim. And it happens in any part of the world. There are what are called pre-polls and post-polls, where parties and posters give indications. It's a legitimate form of our democracy. But that it can elicit the kind of extra-legal response which we showed yesterday is just reflective of how far we are gone as a state. It's just reflective of the securocratic capture of this country by the junta, by the military. It's just reflective that the coup that took place in November 2017 is not over. It's continuing. And I think what the military were reminding everyone, including the international community yesterday, was that they are fully and totally in charge. Not Emmerson Mnangagwa. I don't think he had anything to do with what happened yesterday, but the military. And they made a very loud, unequivocal, unambiguous statement that they're in charge. And we don't accept that, because in a democracy, power belongs to the people. Power belongs to institutions set up in terms of the constitution. Parliament, for instance. An elected executive, not an unelected executive. So we totally don't accept what happened yesterday. But it is a sign that Zimbabwe is heading for very hideous times because of the securocratic capture of the state by the military.
Okay, Mr. Didi.
I think let's make that the final.
Okay, I'm Maggie from Bastop TV.
Yeah, hello, Maggie from Bastop.
Hello, sir.
I'm very happy to see Gonyet. How are you, Gonyet? Thank you.
There are allegations on social media and also from reporters saying that they spoke to a few of the demonstrators yesterday, the protesters, I may say, that they were saying that they were paid and they were paid money and alcohol to come and cause. What comments do you have?
The MDC Alliance doesn't have any money. We fought this election without any cent. We couldn't even fly an advert on Bastop TV. You know that. So those are just baseless allegations by desperate people, ZANU-PF and its friends. We dismiss them with the contempt that they deserve. Not you, of course. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.